Welcome to pattern making class. I'm your college instructor, Annette Jolie, and today we are continuing to work on our raglan sleeve. So please watch all the prior videos because there was a lot of steps in getting here. Now we're going to go ahead and cut and separate our sleeve right down the center grain line. So I'm starting down here at the wrist. Now we have a separate front and back. We're going to take scraps that are long strips, tape this down. We're going to add a 1/2 inch, not for seam allowance, but for developing the sleeve. Grab some tape, and let's tape down our paper. Use as much or little tape as you need to. And we're going to do the same thing for the fronts. We've got the back. Tape down. We're going to blend and curve over that pointy area. Get your other scrap for your front. Nice long one. Let's go ahead and weight that down. Grab some tape. All right. Now, from the wrist, we're going to draw 1/2 inch, and this is for developing the raglan. Like I said, this is not seam allowance. This is for added fullness on the top of the seam. We're going to continue up. And right when you come to the sleeve cap, you can stop because we're going to do some blending. Let me do this to the back as well. Adding our 1/2 inch from the wrist as we go up towards the sleeve cap. And I'm going to stop right when we get to the edge of that sleeve cap there where we joined the raglan piece. We have a point and we're going to work with that. At the bottom of the wrist, you want to square that 1/2 inch out, front and back. We can neaten this up now. Here we go, we're trimming up towards the sleeve cap. just neatening up. The same with the back. We've added 1/2 inch for ease on the top of the sleeve. Just taking a little bit off, neatening up the wrist. This is a first pattern or a working pattern. We don't have any seam allowance on it. And then we're going to work with the top area. You can fold the bottom of the sleeve from the wrist under, get it out of the way, and now let's work with that top area. Good. Okay. Well, this blends very nicely. Here's where the sleeve cap ends, and we can go ahead and blend a line there. I'm going to go in about 1/4 inch. Here comes up my 1/2 inch. And then right here's the sleeve cap. And that where I have drawn that, I'm going to go in 1/4 inch and blend a curve. So come and blend that curve, and we're going to continue it up to the neckline there, bringing that curve up. Use a little bit more tape and trim away that excess. Take a look at that front there. There's where the sleeve cap is, and I went out 1/4 inch and I started blending that back, and then all the way up to the neckline. Okay, the front looks really good. Now let's continue with the back, which is a bit more curvy. Here's where the sleeve cap was. Let's bring that line straight out to that 1/2 inch line. And I'm going to come out 1/4 inch. And I would like to use that to blend this 1/2 inch line down to 1/4 and then all the way up to the neckline. Let's see how that works. I think it might look a little bit like this. Yeah, that looks pretty good. There's the sleeve cap. I'm out 1/4 inch, and I'm blending down 2.5, 3 inches to the 1/2 inch line. Now I need to blend coming up, give it a curve. A shallow curve though, not a really super round curve. Up to the neckline. I don't know if I need exactly that little extra 1/8 inch, but I'm just going to tape a little piece of paper on. Let me curve this again, see if I like my line. Let's go ahead and trim our style line. I think I'm going to bring that in a little bit. Here's where we want it to be curvy, and we come in a little bit more, blending down to the 1/2 inch. That looks nice and smooth. I like that. Okay. So now we have our separate front and back. And the lines look nice and curvy and continuous. I'm thinking they look pretty good. Let's go ahead and check them out. So right here is the sleeve cap. Let me bring that line to the back so I can see it. Here's the sleeve cap as well. And we're going to walk those lines just to make sure that they're the same length. And they are. But if they aren't, you may equalize at that point. We can go ahead and add grain lines and information, and we can also shallow the underseam. And we can do that in our next video. This is Annette Jolie. Please check out my next video.